Greetings and welcome back, one and all, to ARK Survival Evolved, and, well, a bit of a catch-up episode, this one, a bit of a sad catch-up episode. I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead now, but I am dead, or was dead, and I'm currently at Fiery's little temple. It's a beautiful little place that she built all for herself and her pets. A little kind of pagoda kind of design. Unfortunately, we were raided. And double unfortunately is I've already kind of recorded a catch-up about this. Unfortunately, the second unfortunately is that that recording seems to have been lost. In it, I covered what happened, but I can show you with screenshots. Effectively, we were raided by two fellows with very, very good dinosaurs. Max level players with a high level Spinosaurus and a T-Rex. But apparently it wasn't any sort of grudge or anything like that. They literally just were raiding and they saw a well-developed base and so naturally decided to poke their head in and take a peek. And unfortunately this is what's left. We've left some signs. We've got we missed the base, bless it, that it may live on in its decrepit state. We're leaving this as a testament to our once glorious base, built by all of the Dapplings, though much of that was cut out. But we all had a hand in this base design, all had a hand in deciding how it should be made. And in the episode that has been lost, we went on to find a new base. I will include some screenshots taken by Fiery when she bravely confronted the attackers, though really there was nothing she could do other than try to ascertain their reason for attacking us. But she has some screenshots of the attack in progress. And the novitiates have, fair play to them, actually built up their area quite well. They've put this all back together. I'm very, very impressed. This was nothing but a ruin when we came through here. But look at this. They've got their own little gardening area. Got plenty of walls, a sign with nothing on it. Got an area up there. That's very nice. It's a little bit choppy around this area, but not too bad. We've got Bobo in there. Let's have a look at this. Archery range. I like that. The bullseye's on the side. That's fantastic. I really like that. That is actually wonderful. But they've actually properly fortified this area. Well done them. They're actually doing really, really well for themselves. I believe they also have a couple of little houses springing up around. There's one over there, for example, that I'm going to go and check on now. But then I'm going to jump over to Kissa's base. Now, one of the things that I suggested that everyone do, and there were two reasons for this. The first reason that I suggested everyone have their own home was simply so that they could progress, because thankfully everyone is more than happy to avoid progressing the main base too much, though our base did have a few new things in it. It had a storage bin, which is basically like a very primitive refrigerator that runs on spark powder. Revo. This is Revo's base. It has been emptied. I hope that wasn't due to the Dapplings. That would be very undapper of them. But it had a very primitive refrigerator unit that allowed us to keep some meat, and it also had some smithing supplies for the meager amount of metal that we'd managed to gather. However, the second reason that I requested that everyone build their own area, again, the first being that so that they could progress. I'm not of the mind that those playing with me shouldn't be allowed to enjoy the game that they're playing just because they're playing it alongside me. That would be incredibly undapper and very selfish of me. So all I asked was that they allow the main base to more or less stay as it is except when I'm recording. But in order to play with their new toys and their new levels when they unlock things, have their own base. Their own personal houses. Now, the second reason for that was to spread our eggs. Rather than keeping all of our resources, all of our infrastructure, all of our communal wealth in a single building, we spread it out a little bit. People had some very nice bases, and Kissa, one of the nicest. Kissa has spent an awful lot of time in the game and is now a very high level. And I'm going to walk us over to where that base lies. We've got another building over there. I wouldn't be too surprised if that were a Dappling base. But there we are. Although it's very hard to see because it's incredibly bright. There is the beginning of Kissa's base. I'm trying to keep my eyes down to shield them from the sun's glare. But Kissa is now actually at a point where she might even be able to start looking into some electronic things. But I will actually cover that when in a later part of this episode. This is actually being recorded after the fact, because I suddenly realized that a previous recording was missing from amongst all my recordings. So I'm basically trying to minimize the damage a little bit. I do apologize for the hodgepodge order that everything is going to be in, but this is the best solution I can offer for now. Right, now, and that's also why you can't hear any of the Dapplings, even though they're on, is because I'm just recording this by myself for now. This is Kissa's base. Now, I didn't actually give you the proper effect that I just walked straight in. This is Kissa's base. It is actually a bridge. This bridges the entire lake down here. And on either side we have some things. We've got lots of storage chests. We have a campfire. Now I believe that we've got some spare metal tools. We've got some guns even. This is truly a wonderful place. Right, I need a spare hatchet for fiery. And I need a spare pickaxe. I'll take 2 spare pickaxes, because I believe that Darth needs a spare pickaxe, where we're currently trying to refound the Dappling communal base. It's quite a ways from here, because one of the issues that we noticed is when we got attacked, the novitiates were attacked straight after. And I strongly suspect that... Oh, come on, let me up. No? Okay, then fine. We'll go over the other side. But I strongly suspect the novitiates were attacked because the raiders... first hit the most developed base they could see, but then they spotted the novitiates base, and it was like, well, this is also a developed base, so yeah, let's just smash this up, because there's a good chance it's going to have some decent things. Are these all windows? Yes, they are. It's fantastic. So many places that you can attack from this place. It's a very fortified bridge. It's like a proper gatehouse on a bridge. Come on, let me up. You must let me up. You've got to try and get the lowest point. But it won't... Let me come on. Ah, so scallywaggery. There we go. Ladders have apparently been fixed. They haven't really. But here we are. This is the top level. It has a... This is a preserving bin. I don't think there's actually anything in it at the moment. I'll drop these off. It also needs spark powder in order to run. Spark powder, oil, and cooked meat to make jerky over hours. Or just put your perishables with spark power in to preserve. Now... right now, there's no spark powder, so that's only going to last 10 minutes. But if there was spark powder in here, this would last for an hour. Cooked meat can last for over a day. It's quite impressive. Kissa even built killing holes. It's fantastic. If someone were attacking the base, you could just come up here and just lob rocks at them. Oh, it's wonderful in every possible way. All right, let's head up here. This is the uppermost level. This is basically the roof. And as you can see, lots of things that I will be covering shortly when I blend this in with my latest recording, again, which was done without the knowledge that I'd lost the previous recording. Well, one thing to be said is this place has grown quite a lot since I went to sleep from the one-by-one little hut that we were in, and welcome back to ARK. We've actually got a little smithy. Oh, that's fantastic. So you've actually been making use of all the metal resources, have you guys?
Well, there are a lot of metals around here, metal nodes that we have been mining. So we thought, hey, before we bring it back to other bases, we have to process it on site.
Does that reduce the weight much?
About by half.
Ah, that's a pretty good return then, yeah. Now, I have been made aware that this base has been attacked on more than one occasion and has been rebuilt on more than one occasion. And I actually had to respawn when logging in here. But yes, as was probably obvious, a place with that rich of a metal resource was not going to survive for very long. People were likely going to be coming up this way, because obviously if we just randomly found it, then other people would have found it. And I believe that some of the Dapplings have managed to work out that this is one of the main metal mining areas. So yeah, having a base right there, pretty much just inviting people to attack it. Now, the other thing that I was discussing with the Dapplings is, by and large, the population of the server seems to have adjusted and equalized and generally gotten back to goodness. So we may be looking at passing out some of the server details soon. I will probably be doing it, as I've always said, like a bit of a staggered release of that information, rather than just flood the server with a load of people trying to log on all the time, which is just going to make things really quite awkward for not just us logging on, but also for all of the other tribes who are trying to get on. And, you know, it's nice to be polite to your neighbors. So I'm probably going to start letting some people know who are in the Steam group and frequent the Steam chat room. And once the population equalizes again after that, I'll look at letting other people know, perhaps on Twitter or on YouTube itself. So just a heads up on that one. There is a reason why I haven't been publicizing the server info up to now. It's just that we want to try and avoid being impolite to the rest of the people on the server. Well, I can't even make myself a pickaxe, so I'm just going to, twiddle my thumbs and just await for the glorious arrival of my tribe mates. Which is right now. Wow, that was fantastic. Ah, that looks... Oh, you've got chitin armor as well. Very nicely colored, too. Oh, wow. Very green eyes. Allow me to look at its stats for a moment. Let's see. Wow, 1,322 health. Melee damage 516%. That's convincingly powerful, yes.
Well, while defending the base, I had to actually one-shot an attacker earlier. It was quite intense.
Level 39 as well. Is that max level for Pride?
I don't think so. I think I tamed it at about 17 or 18.
Oh, well, then you've got quite a lot to go then. So Pride is probably going to become stupidly powerful. Is there anything that Pride is particularly good at gathering or anything like that?
It's very good at gathering hide and meat, mostly.
Okay, so kind of like the Raptors, but is it just more efficient at it, is it?
It's much more efficient. In fact, it was very easy to gather about 1,000 meat.
Wow, okay.
So I just cleaned it out and it still has lots of it in there. If you go back to the main base, we have, I think, 3 cupboards full of meat.
That's fantastic. You're level 33 as well. Well done. Oh, that's a good point, actually, Kissa. I could show off the fast travel feature, because I'm not actually carrying anything, so there's not really any need for me to worry about that. So I'll just quickly fast travel back to the to Kalissa's bridge. Fiery?
Go ahead.
So just hold E there. Fast travel drops items. All I'm going to drop is some berries. And Kalissa's base. Don't rename again. Oh dear. Did someone rename your base, Kissa? Ah, Duke. He's a bit of a munchkin. Oh, wow. Is that in his chitin armor as well? Oh, it's really cool looking at everyone with the chitin on them. Oh, wow. That pen is fantastic. That is absolutely awesome. And across to the side, there's it looks like an actual building, like a base of some sort, just at the end of that sandbank. Oh, a friendly player. Well, that's perfectly fine. We're not the sort of people that don't allow anyone to live around us. We just want them to be dapper about it. Wow, we've got so many awesome blueprints. This is absolutely fantastic. You can make a GPS now. Oh, my lord. Things have progressed quite a lot. I'm going to go over to the animal pen, though, and check them out. Oh, so bright. Anyone in the fungeon? No. Ah, that's a bit disappointing. Ah, much bright. Would someone be able to hook me up with a compass? Or do we not have the metal supplies needed? Just checking if I can slip through there. It doesn't look like we can, so that's fine. Oh, sleeping bag. Whose one is this? Dapper Novitiates. Oh, okay, I see. We've got a duck. We've got Suro, Kalissa's level 45 trike that needs a level up. We've got Tank, level 32 trike for Math Machine. We have got Guard Dog. What level are you, Guard Dog? Level 39 Dilo. That's just wandering, by the looks of it. That's pretty cool. We've got Emilia. Fiery's level 21 Dilo. We've got Stinger. Leon's level 14. Scorpion. Ivan. Leon's level 38 trike. We've got you, which is Darth level 25 Stego. Loads of other dodos. Got Shinoa. Darth level 23 Raptor. This is fantastic. You've got so many animals. More Raptor. Backup ride. Fiery, what kind of name is that?
Well, I was running out of names, and I usually just name them after a couple days. Because they die so fast.
Oh, I see. I see. So basically, they have to have survived a few days before they earn themselves a name. That makes sense. Rite of passage. But of course, Littlefoot, who has very, very big feet. Oh, my lord. Really? That's fantastic. Can other people ride Littlefoot while I'm riding it?
Well, if you take off the control and let us jump up for a second.
Oh, wow, you can actually walk up here. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Does it ride well with other people riding it?
Yes, you can actually go on the tail while somebody's riding it. It's somewhat buggy, but it works.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Now, I've been told that a Bronto is fantastic for harvesting. It basically clear cuts anything it tries to harvest. If you harvest with it, it's just going to harvest everything in one go. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. I can see Petra down there, which is Fiery's level 4 Pterodon. Oh, wow. One problem with Littlefoot, though, kind of slow. Okay, well, while all of the dodos are apparently going crazy, I'm going to take Petra out for a quick ride. Come here, Petra. Petra. No, Petra. Petra, it's not going to be that bad. Okay, I also have myself a parachute. Now, do you fly up just by aiming up? Yes, you do. Oh, that's fantastic. Now, you have to be quite aware of Petra's stamina, because if her stamina runs out, then she'll literally just disembark you. There's nothing else. And I assume she then just basically tries to land on her own. She doesn't just plummet to the ground and die. Is that right?
Well, if you're not careful, she sometimes can stay in the air, and then you have to get another flying big bird to get her off.
Okay, that would be awkward. So very much keep an eye on her stamina. You can use stimulant to help with that. So I don't actually have any stimulants on me, but apparently you can just give them stim berries or stimulant to try and perk them up a little bit. Kissa is currently moving Littlefoot out into the forest so that we can see Littlefoot's harvesting in all of its glory. Now, regarding the special attack that a Pterodon has, how does it pick someone up?
Havak, if you fly towards me and then right click when you're practically on top of me, you should pick me up. Oh,
Didn't quite get you. Damn it.
I'll try and demonstrate it on you.
Yeah, sure. I'll just hold still at this point. This will also give me an idea of how close it needs to be before you right click. Oh, there we are. You got me. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh, I can access its inventory from here as well. So basically, you can use a Pterodon as a taxi service if you want to. Okay, I am ready for a Littlefoot harvesting demonstration. Also, a Littlefoot knocking down trees demonstration. Oh, so much lag. Wow, okay. I had actually been warned about that, but I wasn't prepared for it. Apparently, when a Bronto harvests, it will cause quite a lot of lag because it's basically pulling up so much stuff. Okay, you can jump on to Petra, and I'll try harvesting with Littlefoot. Okay, there's nothing much behind it at the moment, so let me see if I can just turn around a little bit. And come out of this tree line. Now, the most recent patch has made it so that trees and everything else regrow much faster than they used to. So it's not as detrimental now to clear cut. It still probably is something you should avoid where possible. But it's not quite the be-all end-all that it was before. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward to try and get it to harvest the right sort of area, but still kind of awesome. That is fantastic. Look at that whole area that it's just harvested. So much wood. So many berries. You guys, I thought trikes were good at harvesting. Okay, you can have Littlefoot back now. I shall dismount. Whee! I didn't take any damage this time. Okay, are we ready to move out?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Alright then, let's head to the north. We'll just follow along the peninsula here. Do you mind if I bring Petra? Or should I swap to one of the others, Fiery?
It's fine. You can do a lot of surveying from the air.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be quite useful. We've already kind of got an idea of where we'll go, but it would be good to be able to get a bird's eye view. One thing I wish it would do is after every update wouldn't change my graphic settings. It keeps putting motion blur back on. It's like, I don't want motion blur. It makes me feel travel sick. I imagine with this that collecting the drops is incredibly easy. Someone on the beach? 2 people on the beach?
I don't think we know them.
Hello.
Just taking a leisurely stroll. Don't worry about us. As long as you're friendly, we're fine too.
I think they want us to leave them alone. Looked a little bit intimidated. Nice show of force, though. Showing up with, like, saber-toothed tigers, raptors, and pterodons. Kissa, you must curb the bloodthirstiness. You must save it for our enemies. They might be potential allies. If we nurture them and support them, they might grow to be very powerful warlords, and they would remember our kindness. One would hope. They might betray us, but that's just the risk you take by being a dappling. Well, I mean, it really does depend on the boots. If it's like really nice, like knee-high boots with straps and yeah, maybe we want their skin then. But if it's just like regular boots, then no. I think
And there's going to be a waterfall that leads from the inland to the water in the sea.
Oh yeah, I can see the waterfall. Yeah. Oh, you mean build it right on this open area? Yeah.
I mean, it's
You're
open,
actually
but-
really close. Yeah. Ooh, hang on. I've spotted some buildings. Extensive base, actually. Poor Shinoa. She's trying her best. But no.
It's in
Okay, well, I'm going to assume that this place is occupied then, and, you know, there's no reason for us just to aggress someone just because they've built up their base. That would be extremely undapper. Right, where's everyone else right now? You still down by the waterfall? Blindness. blind. Everyone in YouTube wanted things to be brighter. I'm not sure that's what they wanted, though. I'm heading over to the waterfall itself. I mean, this is a lovely place. It really is. There's that one base over there, which, you know, assuming they're friendly, I mean, realistically speaking, based on what they have in their base, I don't think they could afford not to be friendly toward us. If I'm perfectly honest. I mean, there was nothing there that spoke to me about advanced infrastructure and well-tamed dinos, but there are a couple of huts here. Thatch huts.
I think it doesn't really matter if you've got neighbours or not, because it would depend on how active they are.
Yeah. Nothing in these huts tells me that people are active here.
Yeah, the last place we were at, there was someone next to us, and it turned out that they weren't even playing anymore, so...
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let Petra have a rest, and I'm going to jump up into the heavens and have a proper scout around and just see if there's any more huts nearby.
I think one waterfall up is a very fortified base.
Okay, I'll just have a quick check. Not seeing anything yet. Oh, I can see, yeah, it's coming into view now. It's got, it's actually built out over the water. That's pretty clever, on stilts. And they've got themselves spiked roof, so no landing with pterodons. But it looks like the wall has been badly damaged.
I hate to interrupt, but there's a T-Rex to our left.
I'll go kill it real quick.
I love the way Barry's like, yeah, I'll just go deal with that. But no, it actually looks like they've got a metal wall. It just looked like it was dark, the color of damaged wood. But no, it looks like you're right. That does seem to be I mean, it's not a heavily developed base. It is a heavily fortified one, though. But again, not necessarily a bad thing for us to live next to, as long as we can develop and fortify our base better. If you see what I mean. Okay, Kissa, if you head down to down along the waterfall, you'll find us there. We've all got our torches out. I can take to the sky, actually, and act like a bit of a beacon for you. Let me just slide up into the sky. You should be able to see me over the waterfall. Man, that's useful. Just being able to take to the sky with a torch to let people know where you are. We're basically a living flare gun right now. There we are. Okay, well, I think this spot is perfect. Thank you very much, Fiery, because this is so much better than the area we found a little ways down.
I've been around here a lot of times because I've actually tried to find the mining base earlier and I ran all across the island to find it.
Oh, bless. At least you've uncovered a lot on your map, I imagine. All right, then. Well, shall we start... I mean, we can just gather resources locally to make a bit of a foundation, get down a bed, and then we can possibly bring Littlefoot up here with a load of resources and actually build up something a little bit more substantial.